All right, let's be real for a second about AI OFM. Full AI creators, where you start from nothing, create an AI model, and start marketing them, is a trend. They'll make money for a bit, but they're not sustainable. And why is that? Because you're sending people, all of these audiences, these fans, the viewers, to third-party platforms. Fansly, FanView, all of the non-trusted websites. And if you're in AI OFM, you know that the conversion rate will never be the same. You know that you'll lose out on income strictly just because of the platform, even if nobody notices that it's AI. And overall, you're stuck with less conversion rate. And the result of all of that is that your overhead, your cost, your margins are extremely low and your costs are extremely high. But no, I'm not saying that AI is completely useless. I will not be one to go down with that ship. AI hybrid models is the future of OFM. You take a real creator, create 10 times better content, more volume, and overall more sustainability inside of marketing, and you keep the high conversion rate that comes with promoting on OnlyFans. Mixing volume, efficiency, and now the ability to actually make salary models make so much fucking sense. And you're not dealing with any of that weird bullshit that comes with dealing with full AI OFM creators. And so in this video, I'm going to be breaking down our entire 2026 hybrid model strategy. Now, the reason I'm doing a talking head video for this style of video is this video is going to be so fucking valuable. I'm going into how we're making these creators, why we're doing it, the pros and the cons of everything that we're running, and how we're using marketing in 2026 on Instagram and X to absolutely generate tons of income for our creators, all while using hybrid techniques. And on top of all of that, I have a hybrid series that I'm going to be walking you through what platforms I use to make this content, exactly how I do it, like showing you exactly live what I'm doing to make these types of videos so you guys can walk through all of that. But for now, I wanted to make this video for the people that have enough mental focus to genuinely sit down and listen to the absolute game that I'm about to drop in this video. So without any more intro, let's get straight into it. Let's first talk about the setup and context of and behind hybrid creators. Here's the problem with doing full AI OFM, okay? You're stuck on shitty platforms. At the end of the day, if you're in AI OFM, you know that the conversion rates are lower, people will notice your models, you don't really have any sort of backup plan from that. And when you run these creators, if you didn't already know, you cannot use OnlyFans. One, because OnlyFans does not allow AI content on their platform, and the only circumstances in which they do is you have to make it very, very clear, and there's a weird gray space in between to actually be able to sell this content. But to make an OnlyFans account, you have to have ID verification. So 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10 even, you won't be able to sell this AI content on OnlyFans. So where do all of these AI creators go? Well, they go to Fansly, FansView, and all of these other third-party platforms that nobody really trusts. OnlyFans, however, has been in the game for years. People know it. They have credit cards saved. They have accounts. They've spent money on it in the past. It's a trusted platform. But Fansly, FansView, these platforms that popped up in the next year or the past year or two, nobody really knows them. Sure, maybe in 5, 10, maybe longer than that, shorter than that. I'm not exactly how short these platforms will actually be trusted, but for now, they're not getting nearly as enough conversions to make it worth it. Your conversion rates will literally drop 30 to 50% just by doing that platform rather than OnlyFans. Second problem with this is that viewers notice. At the end of the day, if you trick one person with one AI video, cool. But what happens when they go look at your page? Is every single image, every single video going to pass that test? 9 times out of 10, it's not. They click your profile, they look at your post, and they realize that something's off. One video doesn't look right. Maybe you did a perfect job, but messed up on a video, 3 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, and your sub that was about to come through and actually subscribe is now gone. They know it's fake, so simply they just do not convert. And even if they do convert, let's talk about the subscriber wall for AI OFM. A lot of the times, you're not going to be able to charge even $5, $10 a month, unlike with some OnlyFans creators charging $15 to $25 a month for a subscription. One, subscription prices are automatically going to be lower. You're going to not make as much money. Second to that, though, a lot of the people who run full AI OFM are also running AI chatting, in which you cannot have fully thought out scripts. There's no personalization. There's no real communication with whales. There's no building emotional connection. There's a lot lacking past the subscriber wall. And lastly to this, the third problem is that overhead is going to kill you. AI content is not free. For any of you watching, you cannot just go on any platform, start making AI videos for completely free. That's not how this works. Sure, it's very, very cheap. It's not much if you do it correctly to make an AI video. However, you're going to pay per video generated, per image generated, and per edit that you make for each video. And when you're trying to do content arbitrage and you're posting across 3 to 4 accounts and you're really trying to build up this audience, it can run pretty big numbers. You can spend easily 500 to upwards of thousands in just AI cost every single month. And that's before you factor in the chatting, VAs, and everything else that comes with running this business model. And along with this, there's also platform risks that takes place of what if FansView or Fansly changes their policies? What happens when FanView gets shut down? You're fucked. Your entire business model is built on platforms that have not proven the test of time, which sure may not come as a big warning for you guys, but for me, knowing that all of my income, 100% of my income is coming from a platform that's only existed for a year to 2 years isn't something that I'm very confident in. Now, OnlyFans on the other side, it's not going anywhere. It is the industry standard. Full AI, you're gambling, but the solution to this is hybrid creators. In this, you take a real creator and you generate your own AI profile of that creator. So basically a clone that you can generate more and more videos off of. You keep everything on the OnlyFans, nothing changes as far as that, and you get the volume, efficiency, and quality of running AI without any of the downsides. So let me break down exactly how we are making this work in our agency in 2026. Part 1, let's talk about volume. How much volume can actually be produced with AI hybrid? One of the biggest problems, as I'm sure a lot of you guys may know, is content. Models on OF struggle to produce content. Is she going to make the content in time? How long do I have until this content's going to get done? Is she sick? Was her power going to go out? There's a lot of overhead issues that can come along with running OFM. I will admit that. But when you implement hybrid, you now have the ability to generate videos when this creator is asleep, to make content when the creator is on vacation. If there's any issues that the creator is having, you can always have this backup plan. The typical kind of industry standard for us in the past was around 3 accounts per model, 3 real accounts. That was kind of the cap that we could really make high quality content on before we started to have to do a mass of spoofing and reposting old videos, this, that, and the other, which was just overly complicated and it didn't produce that great of a result. Now, we have generated 4 real accounts prior, aside from the main account of the model, so 5 accounts total, 4 real accounts posting 3 times a day. That's going to be 12 videos a day. Times that by 7 days a week, you're looking at 84 videos a week. Now, I don't know about you, I don't think any model can really produce that much content. So we slash that in half where the model only has to create 40 to 35 videos per week, and we're generating the other half of those videos, 45 to 40 videos, fully AI. And let me explain why this works so fucking well. The simple reason is you have the proof, you have the credibility now, okay? Let's say somebody clicks on one of these hybrid videos. One of these hybrid videos is going viral, not to mention the quality. We'll get into how to produce insane amounts of quality with these, but let's just say one of your AI hybrid videos is going viral, right? Somebody looks at it, maybe they think twice, okay? They're not sure, but they want a second look. They click on your page and they see your first 2 pinned posts and your third one look real. Your recent story is clearly real, and all of, let's say another 40%, 50% of the videos on your page are real. That ensures them that this creator is real. It is in fact not AI. They're not going to notice that it is 100% AI generated because you're mixing the two together. And then when they click on the bio, they go to OnlyFans. So they know even more that this is a real creator, a real person, and not just a full AI model. So like I said, let's compare. Let's say you're running 4 real accounts. With old OFM, your creator is going to have to film 12 videos every single day or 84 videos in a matter of 3 to 4 days. And let's be honest, she's going to burn out in 2 weeks. So that's leaving you really with only ability to run 1 to 2 real accounts with genuine content without repurposing or spoofing, which we all know can be a headache. But with the hybrid way, your model is only going to film 40 35 videos a week. That means 4 to 5 videos a day, depending on how much she can actually batch shoot. AI generates the other 6 or 7 every single day, or 35 to 40 every single week. And you can run 4 accounts plus easily. I'm talking easily. And when you put it on a scale like that, you have the exact same workload for both the creator and also you, because this can be delegated, which we'll get into in this video, but you're getting 4x the input, or the output, 4x the output, okay? This is without doing anything differently, but just implementing one piece of a puzzle into your OFM management company right now. This next part is probably my favorite part about this whole AI hybrid thing, and that is the efficiency that comes along with doing hybrid. Now, what do I mean by efficiency? At the end of the day, every single creator is going to have their own issues, whether they get sick, their power goes out, their family is having some weird, unexpected, random moment that she cannot film, or she goes MIA, she gets ghosted. You and I both know if you run OFM, you will run into issues where creators are unable to make content. And before, what happened then? Your content stops, your marketing is going to drop, your accounts may even slightly dip, and your earnings are all going to reflect that. With hybrid AI, this doesn't happen. Why? Because you're not dependent on this creator filming that content. Sure, you are dependent on majority of it, but all of those little weird scenarios where she may be not able to film content for a week or this long or XYZ, whatever reason it is, you can fill in the gaps. So let's say your creator goes on vacation for a week. The old way, your creator can't make content for 7 days, she's unresponsive, your accounts are gonna die, your income is going to respond from that, and overall you're going to have a bad week and ultimately to an inconsistent month. This new way, no problem. We're going to double down on the AI generation, maybe even pull more videos, post higher quality content, and have no dip in the earnings whatsoever. The creator gets her vacation and you don't lose money. Another example, creator gets sick. She's gone for 3 days. What do? The old way, you're having to sit in the dark, not being able to text, no content, nothing's getting made, and you're ultimately going to lose out on opportunity. Now, the guy on the other end, the agency who's implementing hybrid AI models, they're doubling down on hybrid, posting 9 videos over those 3 days on each and every single fucking account. They are going to, in a matter of how many days, over a year, 2 years, that your creator isn't going to be able to make content, they're going to surpass you 10x. And that is what I like to call efficiency. You're no longer at the mercy of the creators making their schedule optimal for you or making the content every single week. You have a backup system that keeps your agency running no matter what. Now, this is probably one of my favorite parts. Quality. Here's the reality. Not every single creator is going to be a 10 out of 10. You know it, I know it, we all know it, right? Some girls, they're going to have bad days. They're going to have bad hair days. They switch up their hair and they don't look as good. We both know it. Maybe she doesn't have good makeup that day. Whatever reason it is, they're not robots. They're not perfect. But AI, it can be perfect time and time again. But, your creator, she's willing to work. She's willing to be on camera. She's willing to be consistent and be reliable. So you sign them, right? Awesome. But like I was saying, their content isn't always the best. But with AI hybrid, you can fix this. And here's exactly how I want you to do it. Step 1, I want you to take 20 to 30 photos of your creator from every single angle of her best photos. Step 2 of this is to train on that model. So train an AI model on your creator, her face, her body, her height, everything. And then step 3, once you have that image generated from the images of the real model that you inputted, you can now do motion control and generate AI videos of this model. You can say anything from make her look more tan, make her breasts bigger, make her taller, make her legs slimmer. You have full reign and full control over all the tweaks that you do to your model. And the best part of it is you're not generating a completely different creator that people will be confused on once they subscribe to the OF. You're generating a model that is just better, more consistent, more reliable, and overall a lot prettier. And like I'm saying, it's the same vibe, it's the same face, but it's just better. And why does this even matter in the first place? Well, let's say your creator is a 6 out of 10. She's pulling an average of 30, 40K views on Instagram. Nothing crazy, but decent content. But then you generate an AI model version of her, 8 out of 10. you're going to be 2 times more consistent, put out 2 times the volume. You're easily going to look at an increase from 50 to 60K views on every single video. And here's the kicker, here's the best part about it all, is that when they go with all of this new traffic that you have, instead of getting sent to a platform where you're going to lose out on 50% of your conversions, you're sent straight to the OF page. More subs, more chatting, more money. You're no longer stuck with the limitations that your model previously had. And at the end of the day, it's human limitations. It's not something that is rash or uncontrollable. It's simply human limits. Everyone has them. But with AI, we're able to leverage them and make them essentially disappear. Now, this is the interesting one. Let's talk about salary models with hybrid AI. So previously, I would honestly tell majority of individuals that salary models are not worth it to work with. Why is this? Because a lot of the times when there is a set number that these models are working for, they're not as motivated, they don't have enough initiative, and there's nothing really urging them to make more content, make better quality content, this, that, and the other, because they know that at the end of the day, they're getting paid their XYZ every single month. But when you have an AI creator, that $500 a week that you're paying that salary model can now turn into 85 videos every single week. So she doesn't need to be coachable. She doesn't need to be motivated. And she doesn't need to have a huge urgency to make content. She just needs to do the basics, which a lot of the times was never good enough. But now with the implementation of AI hybrid, you can pay this model $500 a week, have the same volume as a model who's making thousands of dollars on OnlyFans because you have a 50-50 split, and keep 90%, probably more than 90% of the profits for yourself. Because at the end of the day, let's admit it, if you signed a hybrid a salary model who you're paying $500 a week, you're looking at $2,000 a month. If you started to make $5K a month with this creator, that would probably be your limit. Whatever amount of content that she is producing, the quality of the content, this, that, and the other, she probably won't do more than what is asked of her. But when you implement hybrid, you can put out 4 times what she is going to do. You can make the quality 5 times better than how she is. You can now generate $60,000 months. I have a student inside of my private consulting program who's generating $15,000 a month for 3 different AI hybrid models, and he's got them all on salary. Think about the profit margins on that. Before, with normal OFM, if he had a salary model that's not making that much and also can't produce that much because she's not coachable, he probably would have been at 6, 7K per creator. But now, since he's able to put 4x the output, he's now at 15 to 20K for each of these creators. And he's only paying them around 1,800 to 2K of each. So that means across 3 creators, he's paying 6K to make over $45,000. That means he's profiting close to $39,000 every single month. You control the quality of the model, you scale without increasing any of the cost, and overall, you're left with stupid profit margins. All right, now, phase 5. How do I actually implement all of this? I know what they are, I know why they work, I know how to get them set up. How do I actually implement them for ground zero? Here's exactly that. 1, I need you to sign a creator. You can't do this method without actually having a creator. So whether that's Instagram outreach, dating apps, friend of a friend, sign a creator and make sure that she is high quality. But since we're doing AI OFM hybrid, you won't really need to make sure that she's the best of the best. Just make sure that she's good enough. Step 2 of this is you're going to film the foundation, okay? So if I was starting from 0, I would make sure that I'd have the inflow set up, all of the content I needed to sell. I would send my model all of the scripts needed to actually sell once we got in traffic, but I wouldn't quite yet launch the OF link. What I would do first is I would build up a main account. I would build up 1 or 2 real accounts from that, creating a bunch of content, 20 to 50 videos across the pages. So we actually have initial traffic. And then those videos that you've made, those 20 to 50 will be used to not only train the AI, but also make sure that the motion control, the quality of the AI videos look splendid, look absolutely perfect to where nobody can really tell. And when you are creating all of this content, make sure that you get different outfits, different angles, different posing positions, lighting, everything. The more variety that you have, the better. Step 3 is training this AI model, okay? Not the model, but the AI model. So what I want you to do is go to websites like wavespeed.ai, That's huge ball knowledge for you guys. Go to websites like Midjourney, Runaway ML, Deepface Lab, all of those different websites, whether it's images, videos, or just training creators face swaps. Feed whatever AI that you choose with 20 to 30 videos of your creator. More preferably though, if you train it with images, it'll probably turn out a little better. When you train it with images, create your prompt, and then with that prompt that you have and the image that it created for you, then generate motion control videos with that. Then from there, simply train it to generate content that looks exactly like her, generate prompts that you like, have saved prompts. That's also very important. And make sure that overall you're being very consistent with the look and layout of these contents and of the model that you generated. And then test it. Make sure that it is high quality. And then from there, step 4 is to just start generating AI content. You're officially ready to get going. So start generating IG Reels, X images, IG posts. Another thing is that if your model is limited, this is just straight ball knowledge for you guys. Recently, we've been doing a strategy where we will promote a Instagram post with $200 to $300, but we want the post to be perfect. I'm talking the best shot of her, the best angles, the best background. And a lot of the times, those perfect pictures only come across so often. But with the implementation of AI hybrid that we've been doing, we've now been able to generate these images whenever we want and create the same effect of thousands and thousands of likes, hundreds and hundreds of comments, and even more money in the OF page whenever we want because we can generate it. And all of this summed up in a ratio of how much content am I actually posting versus AI generated content. Well, it depends on your model. If your model can generate a lot of content, do 50-50 or do 60-40. But if she can't, no problem with doing 60% of the content in AI and 40% of it real. Those kind of metrics align and make it more authentic and keep it real without you having to worry about anything. From there, step 5 is to start making your accounts. So generate the real accounts, start posting content. You now have the ability to post 4 times the amount as you previously did. Make 4 real accounts, start posting 3 times a day and schedule all of that content. Still, generate the images, download it off of your computer, upload it to your phone, put it in the Edits app, add an audio, add a caption from the Edits app, export that into Instagram, and you'll have a scheduled piece of content that also will blow the fuck up because it's high quality, you're posting consistently, and it's just ball knowledge that you do it through the Edits app. It'll send it out to more people. Step 6 of this is to send to the OnlyFans. So use a deep link technology to send all the people to the OnlyFans link, and then from there, discounted, subbed, and then boom. You have now started full AI hybrid. And also make sure that when you send all of your audience, your viewers, your fans to your OnlyFans page, everything on the OF has to look real. Your profile picture, your banner, I would not generate that with AI. And keep in mind, you cannot sell AI content on OF. So make sure all of these scripts, the vault, the PVVs, everything is actually your model. And then step 7, last step of this, is to track and optimize. Which content is performing better, real or AI content? Which platforms are converting best with the AI content? Is it Instagram? Is it X? Figure out what is working and then double down on that. And also never be afraid to add a new software, to upgrade your AI software. The more that you implement better and better quality, the more and more views you'll pull, and ultimately the safer you'll be, sustainability wise. But there are some common mistakes that everybody ends up running into, especially with these new guys in the space. So here are the biggest things that I see a lot of people push and end up messing up and not being able to generate as much money, as much consistency, and overall better quality with hybrid. Mistake number 1 is that they overuse the AI. What I mean by that is they're posting 90%, 95% AI content and only keeping 5% of it real. This is going to make all of your fans think that you are an AI model and ultimately not click the link to your OF, or even if they do, still think that you might be AI. Second to this is low quality AI generation. So if you can't wait until I post my video of exactly how to generate this AI content and you don't know how to, I honestly would not implement this, because the last thing you want to do is start generating AI content that is obviously AI and you lose tons and tons of followers, or gain tons and tons of views, but ultimately lose followers or not gain subs at all. Because at that point, you're wasting your money and your time. Now, moving from this, mistake 3 is not training the AI good enough. If you're lacking images of your creator, get her to take more. You will not be able to have 2 different people on the Instagram account. If your AI looks like a completely different person or just similar, it has to be exact. It cannot be, oh, it kind of looks like her. You need to make sure that the AI is trained properly. Number 4 is sending these people to Fansly or FanView. Do not. At the end of the day, OF will always convert better. I do not care if you have hybrid on your account. It doesn't matter. OF doesn't really care about what you have promoting the OnlyFans account as long as the content on OF is real. And then mistake 5 is not distributing and chronologically sending out this content. And what I mean by that is if you're posting all AI content one week and then all real content another week, that is going to ultimately slow your growth down. Mix it up. 2 AI videos, 2 real videos, a real video, 1 AI, whatever you do, but do not do a full line span of AI and then a full line span of real content. Mix it up. Now, the reason all of what I just covered works so well, the reason why it is the future of OFM is number 1, you get the best of both worlds. You get the pros of having AI, of full models, and yes, there's pros, consistency, volume, sick days, all of that. We've already covered them. And without the cons of AI OFM, between the chatting being lacking, the conversion rates not as optimal, and overall not being able to profit and make as much as real OFM. Second to this, it's scalable. You can run 3 to 4 salary models, just like the student in my consulting program is doing, making $39,000 every single month without having much overhead and being able to pay these girls close to nothing. Each model generates $5,000, $10,000 to $15,000 per month. You're paying them $1,000 to $2,000 per month, and you're keeping the rest of the profits for yourself. And whilst all of that's happening, you're dealing with less headache than the traditional OFM salary model. Number 3 from this is it's sustainable. Let's face it. Full AI OFM is a trend. This will go away in a matter of a few years. It'll get better and ultimately will produce more money. There will be problems, there will be issues, this, that, and the other, but full AI OFM is a trend. Creators who actually have a personality, brandable, and can actually be followed, they're just going to win across the board when it comes to the test of time. And couple that with number 4, which is lower risk. You're on OnlyFans. You're on the platform that everybody trusts, that everybody already has credit cards saved, has accounts. You're not on a random platform that popped up 1 or 2 years ago. Full AI OFM, yes, it will make money for a bit, but hybrid is the long-term and most profitable way to go. And if you're not implementing it now, if you're not implementing it in 2026 as the time of this video is being recorded, you are losing out on thousands of dollars, opportunity, and you're honestly falling behind. And this is why I wanted to get this video out so quickly, is because when I heard about this, when I saw others doing it, I knew right then and there that if I wasn't going to jump on this and get active in hybrid AI, I was ultimately going to slowly fall behind. So that's the full breakdown on AI hybrid models, why they outscale full AI, how to implement them, what not to do, what to do, everything. So if you guys are serious about implementing AI hybrid models into your agency, if you want me to show you the exact tools, the exact prompts, the exact websites, how your profit margin should really line up, and overall the exact full strategy A through Z on how to run this, that's exactly what I cover on my one-on-one Inner Circle program. I don't just tell you what to do, give you a pat on the back, give you good luck. I walk you through it. We set up the AI models together. We train them together. I show you how to prompt them. I show you what's good. I review your content that you make, and I give you the exact SOPs and systems, the operating system that I use to do this. But let me clearly say, this is not for beginners who are looking for shortcuts. This is for agencies who are stuck at $5,000 to $10,000 per month, who are ready to genuinely scale to $50,000, $100,000 months. Click the link in the description and join the completely free course plus Discord plus weekly calls every single Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern time, where I ask and answer every single question that you guys have. No gatekeeping, showing you the exact systems that I use. So if you're wanting more value than just this YouTube surface, click the first link in the description. Otherwise, you can enjoy your full AI OFM conversion rates tank while my profits ultimately skyrise. But other than that, boys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.